Alright, now let's go ahead and make sure it saved it. 10, 10, 10, 10. Yep, 150 all the way down the line. Okay? So we'll close that back out. Okay. Now, like I said, when you're hooking these up, physically hooking these up in your display, the first one's 50 pixels, second one's 50 pixels, third one's 50 pixels. Now this is universe 2. Now, it still just hooks right into it physically in your display. So it'll just go right into it. That'll go from this one to this one. I know that's massively hard to wrap around because we're so used to each channel has a wire coming out of the controller and you plug it up, and that's what that one wire does, is control that one channel. I mean, it's just like you compressed all those wires into one wire and ran it all the way out through your display. So, I mean, it really simplifies it if you just step back from it and think for a second. Alright, so we're going to do this the same way. We're going to convert it to a group. Fourth pixel string. First in groups number 1. Go all the way down to 50. Alright, create group. Not a cosmic color device. Do it again for number 5. And we'll stop doing this after 1 or 2 more. Fifth pixel string. 51 through 100. Create group. Not a cosmic color device. Alright, last time. We'll do it one more time. Convert to a group. Sixth pixel string. 101 through 150. Alright, create group. Not a cosmic color device. And here you are with these horrible channels that you've got to delete. And I realize this is going to make this video run exceptionally long, but oh well. What's in the news, Robin? The good news is, once you do this once, you can save it. Just reload it every time. Alright, there we go. So we're up to 6 different strings of pixels coming out of one side of the controller, and you've got them set up in your sequencer now too. So, and you've got them in groups. Groups are hugely important when you start sequencing RGB in pixels, because right now as it sits and you're sitting here looking at these groups, you can sequence them right now. Somebody was asking me yesterday about, well, what if I don't always want to have to sequence every single pixel all the way down through the string? You don't have to. So, like, here's the first pixel string hooked out, coming out of your ECG-P2, right? Okay, you go over here and you get your color fade tool. Okay, pick the color you want. We'll do blue. You just choose the color you want, copy it over. Okay, put that down here out of the way, and we'll pick blue right here on the first string. Okay, when you do that and you pick blue, and it'll also save over here on your recent tools, which is hugely helpful, because if we change the color to red now, copy that over, and we do red, and we choose, I don't know, pink, purple, whatever that is. Choose, crap, copy, and we do purple. You know, it'll keep saving those over here. So if I want to go back and grab the blue, I can grab the blue and put it down here. Grab the purple and put it down here. Now watch this. You just basically dumbed down an entire pixel string. You're not comfortable sequencing pixels yet. You know, you want to sequence them as dumb strings. When you group them like this, you just basically dumb them down because they're minimized. Now when you expand them, just clicking on that top bar, that one row when they're in a group, it'll sequence the entire section, the entire string. Okay? And same thing here for this blue and this purple. It'll sequence that entire string. And it'll stop at the end of that string. It won't go on to your fourth one. It'll just do that one group that you when it was on that one row. So as you can see, groups are hugely important. Okay. Now you have to do this for all the way down through here. You know, this right here is just what's this? 50, 50, 150. So we did what? 300 pixels right here. Is that right? 50, 50, 50, 50. Yeah, 300 pixels. Okay, so we got 300 pixels going down through here. Multiply that times 3. We're already up to what? 900 channels. Is that right? $450 plus 450. Yes, we're up to 900 channels. When you put them in groups, we have 900 channels sitting right here. It kind of simplifies things a little bit. Now, of course, your all on command right here, if you just do on, it's just going to do white. Okay? Because what it does is it turns all 3 colors on. When you start expanding it to look at it, it's going to turn all 3 colors on at the same time. It's going to do all white. Okay? Now, your ramp is going to do the same thing. Ramp up and ramp down. It's going to do it in white. Okay? Now, over here, let's see your chase. Chase is where you're going to be doing a lot of, especially with these pixels, you know, right there, and then you want to chase it all the way from here to the end of that particular strand. It's going to chase all the way through there, and it's going to do it in right at about 2 seconds. It's going to run through there. I mean, you can do it quicker than that. You can copy this and paste it. Now, here's another reason why I keep everything in groups of 50 as much as humanly possible. Because if I did an effect on string number 1 and I want to transfer it over to string number 2, for instance, say I copied that, I can go right here, I can just pick this here and hit paste. I don't even have to expand it. Now when I open it up, you can see it did that chase. If I didn't do these in groups like this, and I let it run past the 450 mark, if I went 460, 470, 460, 461, 462, or 451, 452, 453, if I let it do that, then while I'm sequencing and I paste right here on this 3rd strand, if I copied that and I let it paste, it'd run over it. It'd run over into the next string. So that's why I get rid of those odd numbers at the end. I stop them at 450. You don't have to max these universes out. There's no reason for you to, and it'll also help as far as network traffic, I would assume, because you're not maxing everything out. I mean, it's always good not to max everything out, in my opinion. So that's pretty much it. How do I sequence these? How do I do it? I use the beat wizard, so or the tapper wizard. I use both sometimes. So I'll go over here. Where's it at? Tapper wizard, and I'll start it. Whoa, actually we'll stop it. Sorry. That's what that beat channel was for, because I'll go ahead and insert effects into the beats channel. See right here? You can pick wherever you want to insert these effects. I'll insert it into that one spare channel we put up there, that beats channel. It's not assigned to anything. It's not going to output anything if we put stuff all in it. It's just sitting there. So we'll call it a beats channel, and we'll start. I'm assuming most of y'all already know this. I mean, you're pretty familiar with LOR if you're going to go get into the RGB stuff of it. But you just tap. Alright, that's enough of that. So you get the idea. Apply and exit, and see it puts those beats in there, those timing marks, okay? So I can go in here, and if I want to start, like a jump on the arches, to make the arches jump to the beat, I can go over here, pick the purple or whatever, and at the start of the beat right here, you start it a little bit before the beat, whatever. and we'll chase it down. And you want to chase it down to, right there to the end of the beat, so it jumps right across the beat. You can do it right there. You can also select this entire thing with the chase tool here, and we're gonna override that other one. No, okay. Oh, didn't do it. I must have got into that other one. I did. Okay. Start on this one then. You can take that chase tool, and we'll chase them all the way through to the end of that strand, and see how it's jumping to the beat. It's actually moving. It'll start here at the beginning of the beat, and right before the next one picks up, it'll make it all the way to the end. So it's doing a really, really quick jump. If you're doing these in arches, if you're doing these on a house line, it's jumping really quick. There's so many different ways to do it, but I just wanted to show you how to actually set up your channels. So I mean, we're up to our 6th string, and we're still on. We're just on our 2nd universe. You still got to go in here and do your 3rd universe, 4th universe, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. If you got multiple controllers, you need to keep adding them, keep going down through there, keep adding them up. But that'll get you set up, and that'll get you started anyway. And then we'll try to do some more stuff later on.